afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the visiting team and the Cleveland Browns. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Air it out on 3rd. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does though bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Toss play, short side. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in. Touchdown, Houston. The Condors have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready, right?
Now a give running right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Go. Got you, Lions. Stop low, 18. Ready.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Setting up to throw. Couldn't get the screen set properly. Brock pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Go.
Another throw here on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go. 19 Lions. Viking 18.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit stays at 7.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Ready.
Slot man motioned over. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Second down pass play coming. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Skips it short of his man, and that brings up fourth down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
They're on the 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard. So they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Throwing on second. They connect on the deep shot. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Get it. 77. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's over deep to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 37 on the play. That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down, play action. Looking right, and he finds it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw. It stopped it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing it again here. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they stop it. He's marked down on that 18-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs, just as they did.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam over big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35.
Go. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll go play action on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Charger. 19 Cowboy 80.
He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. It will stay right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First down from the 41. They'll go play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets it forward to see about a yard out of that. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, #1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in close. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Condors pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors double their lead to 14.
14. Browns, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Come on, come on.
He's going to throw it. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They got 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Get it? 70 Timberwolves. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1.
At their own 1-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot, go.
Right up the gut. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense. Each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working from his end zone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the defender there right after the catch. He stopped at the 17. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down, Houston.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one's complete right side. And he has this to the opposing 35.
That's another first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Condors.
Send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Has it downfield working the left. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
First down.
All set now. 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run.
Touchdown, Houston. The Condors get more points to end a lopsided first half. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Condors stretch their lead to 21.
21. Browns, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, whoa. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Up in here, I bring down ratings so heavy you curse the head. No more talk. Put him in the shit. You keep off. That you're trying to end up. If I end up fed, I end up. You just soft type. What?
Cameron Dicker is the kickoff.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll come out throwing. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here we go. Cut. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
They'll throw it. Taking a chance to the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. On comes the Condors punting squad. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He's got the punt.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready,
And they're going for this. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sets the need for a splash play and delivers.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hold the check.
They're going play action. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Let's go. Gravity Lions. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here he goes, third and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go, set. Viking, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now on first down. He's got it near the 10. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Need better results here on second and goal from the 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready. Cougar 19.
Throwing from the gun. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's third and goal.
Go. 70 Timberwolf.
They're throwing it. Drops back. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Throwing off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial off the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. First and 10 now from the 46. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Let's go!
Sticking to the air here. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. They're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Looking inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Bronco 80. Go.
3rd down from the gun. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to...
Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Give now to the running back. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready. Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start to drive inside their own 30.
26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. 70 Timberwolves.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
Desperation time here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
Has him running the comeback. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Screen to the running back. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They've got a man in motion. from the gun on third down. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Condors keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Condors are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
We've set it down from 37.
Let's go now. Viking, hey, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Come on, come on.
Zone read, they'll give it to Davis. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Buying some time right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He gives himself up after a short gain. So before third down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
On the jump.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Down. 70 Lions. Cowboy 80. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Condors on their way to their 3rd win of the year. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Get it. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Condors take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready, ready.
They're going to pass it here. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They're going to keep moving forward, Bronk, down inside the opposing 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Counter give here to Davis. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. And gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ball to the left side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Flushed out of the pocket. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Condors, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
You